Namaste and welcome. In today's trauma sensitive yoga session, we will ponder the earth element. Everything is comprised of 5 elements according to yoga. It is earth, water, fire, air, and space. And as the names suggest, this can have an effect. If we feel really anxious, that's a lot of space and air element. If we feel really angry, that's a lot of fire element. If we sort of, I don't know, that's a lot of water element. And if we feel really heavy, lethargic, that's a lot of earth element. So we play with these elements in the practice to bring balance so that all of the elements coexist peacefully and effectively. So I have a chair. Any chair will do. You can also do this practice without a chair. You can sit if you are comfortable in your hips, in your spine. You may want to do this practice without a chair. If you find that your wrists are a little chatty, instead of a chair for the sun salutation, you may like a table or counter because it's going to bring you up a little higher. So everything can be modified to be just right for you. So I will start in the chair. Additionally to the chair, you may like a blanket or a pillow for your head when we come to Shavasana. So I invite you to come into a comfortable seated posture. We will start with the Prithvi Mudra. Mudra, it means gesture. Prithvi means earth. You'll simply bring your thumbs to the ring fingers. This mudra creates a sense of groundedness, strength. It relates to our skeleton. So for conditions of osteopenia, osteoporosis, or fractured or of the bones, this helps bring healing, stability. It's also great for our circulation. It promotes healthy circulation. It increases, according to the yoga sages, it increases patience and tolerance. And it also helps eliminate senses of weakness and fatigue. So all we do when we use a mudra is simply place our hands, again, thumbs and ring fingers come together. And then we allow the body to relax. You don't have to sit rigid or tall. You find a comfortable position that can be laying down. It truly is what is comfortable for you. In yoga, we invite ease, not force, not pushing, but let the practice be one that you enjoy, truly enjoy. I invite you to begin to deepen the breath into your belly. So you feel the belly expanding on the in-breath and relaxing on the out-breath. Easy in and out. Easy in and out. The diaphragmatic breathing, literally using the diaphragm to breathe in, helps calm the nervous system. Letting there be a sense of breathing, not just into the belly, but into your hips, into your legs. As you're directing the breath into the earth. Breathing into the earth. And then as you exhale, feel a sense of moving up and out. So that's tapping in to that sense of groundedness. Additionally, we'll add Brahmari Mudra. That is the bumblebee mudra. Another practice that is deeply calming for the anxious mind, but it also helps the depressed body, the heavy, too much earth, to find a little bit more juice and vitality. It is simply humming. You're not worried about sounding pretty or anything. You just keep a soft jaw and then taking a breath in. It sounds like this. So let's do 3 together. If it feels safe, I invite you to close your eyes or just keep a soft gaze on the floor in front. Let's take a breath in together. And pause and sense. Is there a little bit more sense of aliveness? Oh, just juice flowing through your body. Relaxing the mudra. And we'll take the arms out and up and back down. Inhaling, arms up. Reach and down. And one more time, inhaling up. And now we'll twist to the right. Draw the arms down. Inhaling back up, reach, tall spine. Exhale, down to the other side. Lifting up. Let's repeat that. Exhaling, back to the first side. Inhaling up. And down to the other. Inhaling up. Let's do it one more time. Exhaling, twist. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling, twist other side. Inhaling, lift. And take the arms down. Let's take the hands to the knees. And then round the spine back on the in-breath. And inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, back. Inhale, lift the heart. One more time, rounding back. And inhale. It's easy. Let's take the arms out to the sides. Take the right arm over the left, cross the arms, and then reach back. Give yourself a hug. Creep the fingers back as far as they will go. And then here, I'm backwards, so I have to think a little bit. Take your left leg over the right. Nope, that'd be the right leg over the left. There we go. So I have the same side. Now I am backward, am I not? Switch it. Same side, body. Closest to each other. So right now, left leg and left arm are closest. This is a variation of eagle. So hug the thighs together, arms together. And then keep the heart lifted, but bow the chin to the chest. The eagle, tuck its beak in, stretching the back of the neck, spreading the shoulder blades wide. And we'll take one more breath here. And lift the head. Let's switch the cross of the legs. And we'll switch the cross of the arms. Hug again. Reach the arms back, lift the heart, bow the chin to the chest. And breathe. Tucking the beak down under the wing. So the breath goes into the back body, the back side of the heart. We hide a lot of stuff back there. It's safe. But sometimes we need to do some spring cleaning. Are we carrying around stuff that we don't need to carry around anymore? Let's lift the gaze up. Take the arms out and uncross the legs. So far, so good. Now, let's stand up and then we will play with the sun salutations. So the chair comes to the top of the mat. And again, if you have no anything and you just want to take it for a ride, meaning no hip, no spine, no shoulder things, maybe you want to just do the sun salutations without a chair. That is, of course, okay. I love using the chair because it makes it so accessible and we get all the benefits without the risk. And it makes it a little gentler. Let's take the arms down alongside the hips. And then inhale, take the arms out and up. Stretch up, get as tall as you can. So here between the earth and the heavens, exhale, bow forward. Take the hands to the chair. Inhale, now flat back. And then we'll take the left leg all the way up to the chair and step the right leg back for a lunge. Inhale, let's lift the heart. And then we'll take the right knee down to the floor. Left leg goes back to the right and stretch back. Very gentle downward facing dog. Inhaling, kneeling up. Take the hands to the hips and camel pose. Open the heart to the heavens. And then let's exhale back up. Take the right foot back up to the chair. That would be the left, wouldn't it? And step the right back up. And we just traveled all the way back up. Bend the knees. Sweep the arms out and up. And exhale, hands and gaze to the heart. Let's inhale, take the hands and gaze to the heart again, to the sky again. And exhale, fold forward. This time, take the right foot up to the chair and we'll take the left all the way down. Take the knee down and inhale, lift the heart. And then we'll stretch back to puppy again. That's our little dog. Inhaling, camel pose, hands to the hips. And again, lift the heart. And exhale, coming back up. This time, let's take the right leg back up to the chair, lifting the heart here. And we travel all the way back up. Bend the knees, press into the heels to push yourself all the way up into the tall mountain pose. And we are back at the beginning. So you can repeat this sequence. That may be just the right amount of mobility for you today. What the sun salutations do is they really help turn the endocrine system on. And that is where we feel the juices of spring flow and we feel stronger, we feel more at ease. So the body needs to move to feel well. Stagnation equals dis-ease. So we'll step it up just a notch. So you be the judge of if you prefer the first sequence or the second sequence. Hands beside the hips. And again, we'll inhale, make a full big sun with the arms. Exhale, bend the knees. The hands comes back to the chair. Inhaling, again, looking up, flat back. Left leg goes to the chair. Right leg goes way back. With a lunge. Inhale, lift the heart. Pause. Legs are strong and powerful. And if there is very little weight in the hands, maybe take them Let your wings soar. Ready to take flight. Let's take one more breath here. And we'll exhale, we'll bring the hands back to the chair. And we'll stretch back to downward facing dog. Pull the hips back. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. Breathe. And here the knees can come down and repeating camel pose again, or come with me into upward facing dog. Lift the heart and exhale. Back to downward facing dog. We look up as we inhale, and then we step. Right foot all the way up to the chair. So my knee is right over my ankle. That's a happy place for the knee to be. We inhale, we press the legs down, we lift the heart, and then maybe let the hands draw up and we take flight. Powerful legs. So be safe. Where you are comfortable is where the practice has most benefit for you. We'll take the hands down to the chair, slide the right foot back a little bit. Foot comes up, bow forward, and then bend the knees, sweep the arms out and up. And pause. Easy peasy. Now, turning the chair around, and play a little bit with balance poses. Bridge, not bridge, I got ahead of myself. For tree pose. So with the chair, it can be a wall too, but just make sure that you don't fall and get hurt. We'll start super easy with the kickstand. So my heel is on my ankle. I have my leg closest to the chair. That's the leg that I'm really having fun with. Hug the hip towards the midline. Create stability. And then maybe lift the toes. Lift the toes, and you're now balancing. Experiment with the branches on your tree. The hand may come off the chair, and if you feel unsteady, whoop, there it is. No worries. Letting your tree, as trees do, grow slowly so that it is a strong and well-grounded and rooted tree. An oak. Breathing. And we'll take the toes back down, take the arms down, and return the feet. Back to mountain pose. Grounded. Firm. And then the other side. I'll move the chair. So you don't have to look at my backside. And again, simply spin the heel onto the ankle and then hug the standing leg hip to the side so it's not drifting out, but creating a really tall tree with strong roots. Grab onto the chair or the wall, or you can simply keep your hands on the hips if you feel today is a good balance day. But it's nice to have the chair right there. Hug, 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 hug the hip to the center line. And play with it. There can be firmness without being rigidity. So my standing leg, strong, grounded, super firm. But it can still move as I do. Still move and follow me. Easy. And whoop, dook, dook. I'm back again. No worse for the wear. Turning the chair around. And let's play now with the Three Musketeers. That's Warrior Two, Triangle, and Side Angle. And these are the poses that in yoga promote strength, resiliency, and a here I am, powerful and strong. Let's take the hands to the hips. And then we'll step the feet wide apart. So my chair foot, just about at the edge of the chair seat. I'm gonna turn the back foot in first and the other leg out. And then bend the chair facing towards, the knee towards the chair, bending it and straightening it. Bending and straighten. And it's really good to look down at the knee as we bend it. Does it track out over and towards the second toe so that it's not collapsing inward, because that can really make for a miserable rest of the day. So we want to keep the knee joint safe, that it's just a pure hinge joint back and forth, and that the hinges are not hanging to one side. Now here, let's take and hold the pose. Warrior two legs, powerful. We'll extend the arms out to the sides, reach the arms, and turn the palms up, turning the palms upward. Powerful warrior. And maybe turn and look over the hand facing to the bent knee side. Reach. Neither leaning back nor forward. I'm resting right into this moment. If your shoulders are not loving this, simply bend the arms, placing hands on the hips. Perfectly fine. It is your pose. Make it comfortable. Yoga heals through ease and steady application. Inhale, straighten the leg. Parallel feet. Second pose. Triangle. Again, turn the foot out. Check that the knee turned all the way out. We'll add the arms again, out to the side. Ground the feet, but lift the toes. Lift the toes up. Keep the arches lifted as the toes comes down, and then reach out over the chair side leg again. Take the hand to the chair and the other arm to the sky. Reaching up, triangle pose. Great pose for back thingies. That would be the technical term. Again, the top arm, if it is not loving this, take it to the hip. And then breathing in and out. Feel your feet on the mat, spreading out evenly. Big toe mount and pinky toe mount, inner and outer heel. Grounding, strong. And now bend your chair leg knee so it comes to bump right into the chair. And walk my hand a little bit further forward on the chair. Side angle pose. I can keep my hand on the hip, or I can also take it over the head. So experiment with it. Does this feel good, arm overhead, or does it feel better to have the hand on the hip? Trust your inner voice, your inner compass. I like this. Oh no, I like that. It's okay. When we are on the mat, it's our little laboratory. What works for me today to help me feel strong, grounded, and centered. Now let's inhale, pressing all the way up. Parallel feet. And we'll heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. And stand in. Breathing in and out. Does one side feel a little different from the other? We worked the chair side, so the other side is saying, dude, how about me? So let's move the chair to the other side. Hands to the hips, and let's step the feet wide apart. Turn the furthest away foot in a little bit, and then again, pivot the other leg all the way out. And just let your hip follow you around, because we want this front knee to face down over the second toe if I drew a line, because that's the happiest place for the knee to be. And let's exhale, bend the knee and straighten. And bend and straighten. Back and forth. And you can check visually. You're traveling in the right place. Let's hold. Warrior two. Again, invitation to have the arms out. Palms can be down. Classical. They can be up. A little easier to get the triceps, the underarm muscles activated. And then the gaze can turn and look over the front arm. Now the gaze, the dristi, is inward, looking in to me. In this moment, present, alert, and happy. Inhale, straighten the leg, release the arms down. Triangle pose. We'll take the arms out again. And then extend and reach. Lengthen. We'll take the arms down. And then arm up, over, or hip. It is just that easy to do yoga. It's your pose. Let's spread the feet out on the mat. Grab muscle around bone in the legs. Feel that solidity. So the legs are firm. Not rigid, but firm. We breathe. We rest into this moment with our awareness. And then soften the front knee, let it bend. And we move right into side angle pose. Parsva, side. Kona, angle, side angle, asana, pose. And again, arm may be over the head, or maybe on the hip. And you can go back and forth, keeping the legs super firm, grounded. So we can have more than one energy going on in the body at any one time. Let's do one more breath. And inhale, pushing up. And again, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, stepping in. Boom. Standing. Grounding. Breathing in and out. So we know we breathe in through the lungs, but can you breathe in through the feet? As if you're drawing the earth energy right up into your body. And as you exhale out through the bottom of your feet, your roots. I know it sounds silly. So imagination is a huge part of the yoga practice. Inhale, drawing up through the feet. And exhale, out through the feet. Connecting again to your roots, growing them strong and solid. So whatever winds comes your way, you are going to stand right there. Let's face the chair, and we'll bring the hands to the chair seat. Let's stretch back to dog again. Downward facing dog. And again here, your hands can be on the floor for the classical dog. It can also be on a counter or a tabletop. And now, walking the feet towards the chair. So we're in a standing tabletop, flat back. And we're going to round the back. And on the in-breath, let's arch back and forth. Rounding as you breathe out. Arch on the in-breath. Let's do that one more time. Round, breathing out. And arch, breathing in. Bending the knees, sitting back, as if you were going to sit down into an imaginary chair. So this is literally called chair pose. And feel how the muscles of the hips and legs are really firing. Now here, keep the hands on the chair or maybe take them forward. Hug the muscles of the legs in to the bone and then press into the heels and we stand all the way up. Twisting. Ardha Matsyendrasana is one name for the pose. The other one is half Lord of the Fishes. I have never been able to figure out what that means. But it's a twisty pose. So I'm going to step my right foot up into the chair. And if your balance is a little chatty today, practicing next to a wall might be beneficial because the wall will be there to support you. We'll take the left hand to the outside of the right knee and the right hand to the hip. And let's inhale, lengthening up through the crown of the head, and exhale, deepen the twist. We'll inhale, lift, 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 and exhale, deepen. We'll do that one more breath. Lift, deepen the twist. Maybe take the hand and reach it back. Reaching it back. Keep the four corners of the feet grounded and anchoring. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And let's take the arm down. Step off the chair. And pause and feel. Deep breath in and out. And we'll step the other foot up. Grounding into the standing leg. Now the right hand will come to the left thigh, outer thigh, and the left hand to the left hip. So the hips are neutral. And we'll lengthen through the crown of the head. And we'll begin to twist to the left. Breath by breath, we create change. We lift and lengthen on the in-breath, the breath of expansion, and then we ground on the out-breath. Maybe you want to take the left arm back. Maybe you like to keep it on the hip. Again, you can play with it, go back and forth. What does my body prefer today? And we'll take the hand down, release from the twist, and step the left foot down. Tadasana, mountain pose. Reach the fingertips towards the earth, but lift your heart towards the sky. Embracing both earth energy and space and air energy, lightness. And then let's come onto our backs. So again, I have a blanket here. Maybe, and we don't always know until we come down if we're going to need it. I'm going to leave my chair where it is because I'm going to use it for Shavasana. But first, we're going to practice bridge pose. So in bridge pose, I recommend nothing under the head unless you are finding that you're really uncomfortable in your neck and shoulders. We'll take the hands down alongside the hips, roll the arms out so that the back of the hands are touching the floor. I'm going to draw my shoulders down and walk them together a little bit. And then I'm going to walk my mind down to the bottom of my feet again. Lift and spread the toes. Lower the toes down. And then lift them again. The feet, the roots, are where the bridge pose starts. A bridge that doesn't have a shore to attach to is not going to do very well. So this is your shore under your feet and then under your shoulders. And then as you inhale, building the bridge between the two banks of the river and lower down. Solid and strong breath. Inhale, pressing the feet down, press the backs of the shoulders down. And let your bridge rise up. And we'll exhale, lower back down. Take a breath in and out here. And let's do that one more time. Lifting the hips from the feet pressing down, shoulders pressing down. So from lightness to groundedness, from groundedness to lightness. And lower down. Let's draw the knees in. Take them towards the sky. And we're going to shake. Shake it all out. It just feels good. At least I hope it does. Now let's hug the knees in. Lift the chin to the chest if your neck allows. Squeeze and tight, both. And then relax the head down. And then for our Shavasana pose, I invite you to use your chair. And now with your towel or pillow or blanket, maybe you would like that under your head. I also like my chair to be all the way up so that the back of my knees are resting against the edge of the chair seat. I find that very comforting. Now, you may not care for that, so we're all different. You may also not like to use the chair at all, in which case I invite you to either just stretch out all the way or find a position where you can rest. This is like our marinate time after the practice, where all the cells in the body are receiving a little love note of oxygen, of nutrients, and at the same time, it takes the garbage out. So it's a little spring cleaning every time we practice. All we have to do is breathe in and out. You can keep your hands on your abdomen. You can also release them out to the side. And again, we can close with the Prithvi Mudra, with the thumb touching the ring finger. If you liked this mudra, if you liked this position, and if it just didn't feel good today, you just let it go. You just let it go. The yoga practice will always meet you exactly where you are. You can trust that. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Let the out breath just linger a little bit longer than the in breath. Just a small shift like that will invite the body into the relaxation response. Everything begins to relax. body, the breath, and the mind. And then I invite you to stay here as long as you would like. When you are ready to get up, simply draw the knees towards the chest. You can rock again from side to side. Massage the back, rolling over to one side. Using your arms and hands to come up. We'll close the practice with one Om, the sound that brings us into harmony with everything and everybody. Reminding ourselves that your happiness is my happiness and my happiness is your happiness. Let's take a deep breath in. I invite you to bow your head towards your heart space. You, the glorious, magnificent you that resides within here. Thank you for allowing me to share this practice with you. I hope you enjoyed it. Namaste.